Hello again, this is Bev here, and Clarkovision. We are back to do the vinyl version of my top 5 most valuable records according to Discogs. One thing I forgot to mention in the earlier video is that I've just picked out straightforward album releases, like one single album or single, because there is an actual single in the vinyl coming up. Not, by that I mean not like a boxed set, like where there's 4 or 5 different albums in the set. It's all just based on one album or one release from the catalogue of the band or the artist. So without further ado, I've got my vinyl noted here as well. So coming in at number 5 in the vinyl list, again this is kind of based on Discogs' maximum value, is this one here. This is Iced Earth, and it's The Glorious Burden. And this is a double album. It's on 4 sides. Take it out of there so you can see it a bit better. I got this as VCLT. Really chuffed to have it. There is your track listing. I really don't know how well that's going to come out. So this album is on Steam Hammer, and it was issued in 2004. And I think that's where the value comes in now, because there was obviously so many pressed at the time, and they've all been bought up by then, and so it's harder to get a hold of the 2004 edition these days. But yeah, it's a really good album. I am getting into Iced Earth. It's taken me a while. I just wasn't quite sure if I was liking them or not, but they're growing on me with each listen. And I know they have quite a few albums out. But yeah, this The Glorious Burden is the 5th one, and that comes in on Discogs' price. I can't read my writing here. They've got that down as £79.15 for this one. So the next one which kind of was a surprise to me in a way, because it's such a recent album, but I'm guessing it's possibly for the same kind of idea, I guess. And it's this one here, Warrior Path, comes in at number 4. Self-titled album. These guys, they're kind of sort of epic kind of power slash I don't want to call them proggy, to be honest. There is a couple of longer songs in it, but they're not really what I would say prog. I think they're just more fantasy metal, or the epic warrior style music, the power metal, new wave of traditional heavy metal kind of style. And this album was released on Monster Records / Symmetric Records, and it was released in 2019, so it's just come out last year, this Warrior Path album. And there's the track listing. That's a sticker there, actually. It says Icarus Records, so there's obviously kind of 2 or 3 record companies. You've got that one here. That's Monster Records there, and that's the Symmetric Records here, and whatever the heck that is up there. But then I don't know if that was part of it or not, because this could be a different sleeve, and this is actually stuck to the sleeve, so that might be nothing to do with it, actually, to be honest. But yeah, so Warrior Path. Discogs have a nice shiny copy of this, valued at £80.99. So there you have it. So coming in at number 3 now this time is actually it's a single. It's a promotional single actually. I'll just remove the outer casing so you can see this one just that little bit better. So yeah, this one is yes, Def Leppard. They had to be in here somewhere down the line. This particular one comes in, and this was a Japanese only promotional release of the single Rock Brigade, and it's backed with Hello America on side B. And so you get the front sheet, basically, the front cover, which contains information and lyrics, etc. And the record itself is a white label promo. There we have side 1 on the Vertigo label, side 2 as well. So yeah, this one, and it is quite a rare one. It's certainly not easy to get a hold of. And Discogs have got a nice copy of this one listed down as there's £87.44. So there we have it. My copy is not mint or near mint. I would describe this as very good plus because there is actually somebody wrote, there's writing being put down with a pen on the red triangle line here, both in English and Japanese. And you know, there's a couple of kind of creases in that in it, so I wouldn't value that up there at the top. Having said that, I think, you know, that some of the medium values are quite close to the maximum as well, actually, but anyway, I can't really remember what that one is. But so anyway, a mint copy of this will set you back about £87. So then, I'm just moving these across because I want to make sure I've got space here. So number 2, the second one in the top 5 most valuable vinyl I have is a Japanese pressing as well. Oh, that's that fell over. Just let me stand that up. Japanese issue, original pressing, and it's this one. Iron Maiden is Somewhere in Time. This is a 1986 issue. EMI, Toshiba EMI. And this was a special edition release as well. You get it's like a collector's pack as well. So with the album, you also get this bonus 7-inch single in their own words. So it contains interview snippets from each member of the band, which at the time was 5 of them. Side 1 you've got Dave Murray and Steve Haas, which means on side 2 you'll have Nico, Adrian and Bruce. You also got the album, obviously. I'll just leave that in. The album itself, which is, you know, just your standard vinyl. And you got a lovely, nice booklet that came with it. Instead of the inner, you know, you got a plain inner sleeve, but instead of the picture sleeve that our pressings would be, you get it's like an 8 to 12 page booklet, and it's got some live pictures of their previous tour, which would be the Somewhere in Time tour, which would be the Power Slave tour, which would be the previous one they were on, I think. So you get all this, some kind of promo sort of pictures of the band as well. Just loads of cool stuff, and you know, obviously if you open out this, you get the entire full bit of artwork from this amazing, so that's cool in itself. Plus you also get a poster of the band from the time. It's a beauty. Classic 80s. So there is your Iron Maiden from around the time, possibly 1984 as well, when they were on their tour. You got an Iron Maiden sticker, and this was like a Japanese kind of order form for, I don't know, merchandise or something. So yeah. Oh, I beg your pardon, you got the booklet, but you also, here's the sort of inner sheet. This would be what our inner sleeve would be. There's the lyrics, and that's the picture that you get. This one opens out kind of that way, Japanese style, because they have their kind of bit of information about the band, and that's your lyrics in Japanese, as I say, the English version. So, and all of that together, you know, this as well. It's really cool to get this. So again, Discogs have got this down as £148.79. So, but then I'm thinking, nobody in their right mind's going to pay those prices. I didn't pay that amount for this. There's one record that I've paid a lot of money for. Never again would I pay that amount for any record, I don't think. Just pop all this away very carefully. In fact, I'll do it later. Just want to make sure I get everything in neatly. And, so there you go. Somewhere in Time is coming in at number 2 on my list. So that leaves number 1, right? Which means the most expensive record according to Discogs, value-wise, and again, this is surprisingly a non-official release. It's a bootleg, and this is, unlike the CD, this is not the best audio quality because it's more like an audience recording. But it's this one here, Def Leppard's Sugar on the Rocks. This is a live concert recording from the Hysteria tour, September 87 in Edinburgh, Scotland. The cover's made up from magazine articles and photos from the time. It's a double disc, it's a double album. There's 2 records. There's one, there's the other. What's in there? Just, you know, the standard black vinyl. And so yeah, it has quite a lot of songs. A lot of songs obviously that you didn't get on the In the Round live show because that was edited. Extra songs would include Another Hit and Run, Billy's Got a Gun, Let It Go. Then you've got like a medley of Rock of Ages, and then it'll go into Not Fade Away, Radar Love, Come Together, Whole Little Love. You've got Don't Shoot Shotgun and Tear It Down on here as well. But yeah, so surprisingly, because it's an unofficial release, I guess they still command some sort of price. This one's coming in on Discogs as £155.79. So there, so that's that. So I thought that was quite interesting and a bit surprising in some ways. Not so surprising regarding Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden always command the price these days for some of their items. But I thought the rest were very interesting indeed. So if anybody else wants to check their collections and share some surprises, that would be cool. But I just thought it was kind of an interesting thing to do. And without further ado, I wish you all a good day, stay safe, and don't go anywhere unless you really need to, obviously. And I'll catch you in another video. Bye just now.